Hello, everybody. You're listening to Let's Master English, and my name is Coach Shane. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's great to have you back. This is Let's Master English, podcast 48. Can you believe it? Already 48. I'm nearing the half-century mark. I'm getting close to number 50. Thank you so much for downloading and listening to my podcast. We do it every week for you. And today's podcast, and this week's podcast, of course, we have the news. It's a great news story. We have two fascinating facts from Country Shane, 4 questions from you, and 1 shout-out. I'll tell you what's up in the book club, and I'm going to mention Patreon. That's it. Short, simple, nice. I hope you enjoy. Enough chit-chat. Let's get this party started. Some tummy aches just won't go away and can be quite serious. In the most serious cases, healthy stool from a relative is the only treatment. But fecal transplants have been tricky. Until now. Ta-da! The poop pill has arrived. The frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through, but once out of the freezer, they frost up, so they're not too gross. In tests, the cure rate was 90%. Yummy! Oh, my goodness. Yuck. Yeah. Did you understand the story? It's kind of difficult. The title of this story, I made the title. I'm very proud. The title is Doo-Doo Voodoo. Doo-Doo Voodoo. I love it. If you have an American friend, ask them if they like the title. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Anyway, I like it. Let me read the story again a little bit slower. Are you ready? Some tummy aches just won't go away and can be quite serious. In the most serious cases, healthy stool from a relative is the only treatment. But fecal transplants have been tricky. Until now. Ta-da! The poop pill has arrived. The frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through. But once out of the freezer, they frost up, so they're not too gross. In tests, the cure rate was 90%. Yummy. No, it sounds really gross. Do you understand what this story is about? Well, it's about people who have a stomach problem. And you know, there are many types of stomach problems, but one type of stomach problem forces you to run to the bathroom and then you explode. Yeah. That's called diarrhea. Diarrhea. The spelling D-I-A-R-R-H-E-A. Diarrhea. It's when you sit down and it all comes out. Diarrhea can be very serious. It can be very dangerous. Yeah, diarrhea is no fun. Everybody has had that experience. And that's what the story is about. A new treatment for serious diarrhea. So if you're eating breakfast or lunch or dinner, I suggest that you not listen to this podcast. Listen later. If you're in the bathroom listening, perfect. Here we go. The first sentence again. Some tummy aches just won't go away. Yes. So, stomach, S-T-O-M-A-C-H. Stomach, we do not say stomach or stomach. We say stomach with a K sound at the end. So, stomach is the perfect word, but we also say tummy, T-U-M-M-Y. And tummy is especially common when we talk with children. Does your stomach hurt? Usually the doctor will say, does your tummy hurt? It's the same thing. So a tummy ache, A-C-H-E, a tummy ache is when your stomach hurts. And your stomach could hurt for several reasons. Maybe you didn't go to the bathroom for a long time, or you ate something bad, you have lots of gas. There are many reasons your stomach could ache. So, tummy ache. Some tummy aches just won't go away. Yeah, if you constantly have a tummy ache, that is not a good thing. Some tummy aches just won't go away and can be quite serious. If you have a tummy ache that lasts for more than 24 hours, more than 48 hours, more than 3 days, that could be very serious. You should go to the doctor. In the most serious cases, so if this is a really bad problem, what can you do? Well, here's the solution. In the most serious cases, healthy stool from a relative is the only treatment. Okay, so perhaps there are other forms of treatment, but this is a new method, and some doctors say it's the best method. A treatment. What is a treatment? T-R-E-A-T-M-E-N-T. A treatment is a method to take care of a problem. And so if you have a physical problem, a problem with your body, you need treatment. So if you have a stomach ache, then you need a form of treatment. And one of the best forms, according to some doctors, is healthy stool from a relative. So a relative, a brother, a sister, mother, father, cousin, uncle, aunt. Healthy stool. Now here's the problem. S-T-O-O-L. Stool, we're not talking about a chair. Stool actually means poop. P-O-O-P. You know. Some people want to say the word shit. But please don't. S-H-I-T, yes, it's the same meaning. However, S-H-I-T it's a bad word. And I do not recommend that you use that word, especially in public. You know, if you're with your guy friends, yeah, you can use the word. When I'm near my mother, I would never use this word. When I'm near my father, when I was a child, I would never use this word. Now, I might say it because I'm a guy, but yeah, shit, not such a good word. Poop. Or in the medical profession, they say stool. Yeah. So if you go to the hospital, they might ask you for a stool sample. I know it sounds gross, but let's be adults. Let's think medical. So healthy stool. Yeah, so if you have some sort of disease, then that disease can go into your stool, and that would not be healthy. So if you have a relative who's very healthy, using their stool is an excellent treatment for tummy aches, specifically diarrhea. It sounds gross. How? Okay, here's the key, the next sentence. But fecal transplants have been tricky until now. Okay, so fecal transplant. Now here we've got more poop words. I'm sorry. Once again, if you're eating, stop. or stop listening. Fecal, F-E-C-A-L. That is an adjective form of feces, F-E-C-E-S. Feces is the scientific word or another medical word for stool or poop. So fecal matter, M-A-T-T-E-R, that means poop. Fecal is an adjective. Fecal transplants. What does it mean, transplant? That means to take something from this person and put it into another person. So a typical idea would be a kidney transplant. K-I-D-N-E-Y. Do you know the kidney in your body? Kidneys help clean the blood in your body. We have 2 of them, but actually we can survive no problem with 1. Now, my sister only has 1 kidney. So, God forbid, if anything ever happened to her kidney, she would need a kidney transplant. And only my mom or dad or me would be a very viable donor for a transplant. So taking a kidney from my mom or dad or me and putting it in my sister. That's the idea of a transplant. So fecal transplant actually means taking the poop from somebody and putting it inside you. Yeah. Don't worry, they put it into your intestines. And that healthy fecal material will kill the bad bacteria in the intestine, and then you will have a healthy intestine and your diarrhea will disappear. This is the idea, and the science is very good. But is it easy to take poop from one person and put it into another person? No. It's been tricky. It's been difficult. Not easy. It's been complicated. They have different methods, but they're painful or even dangerous or just disgusting. So this has been a very difficult situation until now, until 2014. October 2014, a new method has been brought to the public and it's easier. Ta-da! The poop pill has arrived. T-A-D-A, exclamation point. Ta-da! In America, this is the word that magicians use when they do magic. So they have a big hat and they go hocus pocus abracadabra, ta-da! And inside the hat, a bunny appears. Ta-da! Look at this. We use this expression. Here, what is the magic? The magic is the poop pill has arrived. Yes, P-I-L-L, pill. You know what a pill is. If you're sick, you take a pill. An aspirin is a pill. Okay, so now we have the poop pill. Obviously, it's a pill that has poop. It has arrived. It has been developed. It is available for everybody to eat. Right. So, let's learn about this poop pill. The frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through. Okay, so I said pill, P-I-L-L. And now I said capsule. Now, we can also say capsule. The spelling, C-A-P-S-U-L-E. Capsule or capsule. A capsule is a type of pill that actually comes in 2 pieces. So, do you know about Tylenol cold medicine? Yeah, the traditional idea of a Tylenol capsule is one half is red, the other half is white, and you can actually open the capsule and inside is the medicine. So this poo pill is not a hard pill like aspirin. It's actually a capsule. And It's frozen. Now, usually a capsule is not frozen, but the poop pill is frozen. Okay, so the frozen capsule of doo-doo. D-O-O-D-O-O. That's another word for poop. So the frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through. See-through. S-E-E-T-H-R-U. And that means it's transparent. You can see inside. So once again, the Tylenol cold capsule is red on one side and white on the other side. You cannot see inside. But the doo-doo capsule is transparent. It's see-through. You can see on the inside, which means you can actually see the doo-doo, the poop. Oh, that sounds so gross. And yes, it's brown. Would you want to eat a frozen capsule of doo-doo? No. But the sentence continues. The frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through, but once out of the freezer, they frost up so they're not too gross. That's nice. So when you take this frozen capsule out of the freezer, now it went from really cold air to warm air, right? So have you ever done this like with a glass? You put a glass in the freezer, especially a glass with a little bit of water. You put it in the freezer for an hour, and then you take the glass out of the freezer. What happens to the glass? Yeah, it gets like ice on the outside. And this is called frost. And that's what happens to this poop capsule. It frosts up. So when you take it out of the freezer, they frost up. And the idea to frost up means to have ice covering the outside. So if ice is covering the outside of the capsule, can you see the doo-doo? No, you cannot. It just looks frozen, like a piece of ice. So therefore, the capsules, the doo-doo pills, are not too gross. G-R-O-S-S, gross means disgusting. Next sentence. In tests, the cure rate was 90%. Wow. So scientists have used these poo pills. They've used them with people with very serious diarrhea problems, and 90% of the people were cured of their diarrhea. That's excellent. That's really good news. The last sentence, yummy. Y-U-M-M-Y. We use yummy when something tastes delicious. Of course I'm joking. My goodness. Crazy science. Amazing science. Yeah. Well, it's good news, I guess. Now, the scientists do admit that using fecal matter in a human can be very dangerous because transferring disease through fecal matter is very easy. So when we say a healthy patient and a healthy stool sample, that person really, really, really must be healthy. It could be very dangerous. So will this be very common? Can you go to your drugstore and buy some poop pills? Probably not. It's pretty risky. And that's good news because believe me, I won't be looking for the poop pills. Now, the title of the story was Doo-Doo Voodoo. D-O-O-D-O-O, doo-doo, that means poop. And voodoo, V-O-O-D-O-O, in this case means magic. So The title is Poop Magic. But doo-doo voodoo sounds so much better. Let's look at those words again. I apologize if this is too disgusting. Here we go. Tummy ache. Excellent expression. T-U-M-M-Y, which means stomach ache. A-C-H-E. A stomach ache. Stomach troubles. Especially diarrhea. Yeah, diarrhea. Another word, the runs, because it forces you to run to the bathroom urgently. Cases, C-A-S-E-S, incidents. Stool, S-T-O-O-L, poop, P-O-O-P. Stool is the word that they use in the hospitals. Treatment, T-R-E-A-T-M-E-N-T. Treatment, a method to take care of a problem. Fecal transplants. Fecal, F-E-C-A-L, transplants, T-R-A-N-S-P-L-A-N-T-S, putting feces from one person into another person. Feces, F-E-C-E-S, that is the science word for poop. Tricky, difficult, complicated, T-R-I-C-K-Y. Ta-da! T-A-D-A. In French, they say voilà, voilà. We also say voilà in America. Something something has arrived. A-R-R-I-V-E-D has been invented. That's a possible meaning. Capsule. C-A-P-S-U-L-E. Capsule and capsule. Capsule. A type of pill that can be opened. It has two halves. Doo-doo. D-O-O-D-O-O. Poop. See-through. S-E-E-T-H-R-U. Transparent. To frost up. F-R-O-S-T-U-P. A phrasal verb. To be covered in frost. Frost is a light layer of ice due to the moisture in the air. Gross, G-R-O-S-S, disgusting. Yummy, we say yummy, Y-U-M-M-Y, for something that is delicious. Let's check out the story 2 more times. The first time, nice and slow. The second time, normal speed. Here we go. Some tummy aches just won't go away and can be quite serious. In the most serious cases, healthy stool from a relative is the only treatment. But fecal transplants have been tricky. Until now. Ta-da! The poop pill has arrived. The frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through. But once out of the freezer, they frost up, so they're not too gross. In tests, the cure rate was 90%. Yummy! Some tummy aches just won't go away and can be quite serious. In the most serious cases, healthy stool from a relative is the only treatment. But fecal transplants have been tricky. Until now. Ta-da! The poop pill has arrived! The frozen capsule of doo-doo is see-through, but once out of the freezer, they frost up, so they're not too gross. In tests, the cure rate was 90%. Yummy! How you doing, everybody? This is Country Shane, and I'm here to bring you the facts. One of the slowest moving animals in the world is the sloth. And it's slow in every way. It only poops once a week. On the other hand, there's the panda bear. That cute little bear can poop up to 22 kilograms a day. This has been Country Shane bringing you the facts. Wow. Amazing. Okay, we got 2 animal facts here from Country Shane. The first animal, the sloth, S-L-O-T-H. If you do not know about the sloth, check it out. Look on Wikipedia, look on Google, look on YouTube. You'll see the sloth. The sloth is slow, and it only poops once a week. My goodness, amazing. That must be never mind. But the opposite, the panda. Everybody knows the panda bear, famous in China, loves to eat bamboo. This Chinese bear is the opposite. This cute little bear can poop a lot. Up to 22 kilograms of poop every day. Wow. Man. Yep. I don't know what to say. These are facts. Facts from Country Shane. Thank you so much, Country Shane. I think it's time we handle some of your questions, don't you? It's question and answer time. Our first question comes from Martin Safar. Hey, Coach Shane, do you think it's possible to learn English so good that people would think you are a native speaker? Great question, Martin. Absolutely great question. And the answer is yes and no. Yeah, it's not a good question. I'm sorry. It's true, though. I say yes because children who, for example, in America, we have lots of children from Mexico. And those children grow up with their parents in a very Spanish, Mexican-oriented family, and they go to a typical American school where everybody speaks English. These kids will speak Spanish and English absolutely fluently, like a native speaker. There's no question. The younger a person learns a different language, the easier it will be for that child, for that person, to speak the language like a native speaker. However, there's the question of the depth of the language. So the pronunciation, the expressions, those can sound like a native English speaker, but the usage, the cultural background, that is different. Now, I know many second generation, third generation Americans. They come from countries like Korea, from countries like Mexico, from countries like France. Their English is fantastique, but they don't always know the subtle nuance, the deep nuance of some expressions, depending on where they live, of course. So, no, to be honest, if you ask me, what is a native English speaker or a native French speaker or a native Korean speaker? It's a person whose family has been in that country, speaking that language, absorbing that culture for at least 3 generations. Yeah, and maybe 2 generations is enough, but I really think grandparents, parents, and that child has a very close chance, but that child definitely will be a native English speaker with the culture. So are you only talking about pronunciation? Absolutely anybody, it's possible if you concentrate enough. But if you really mean a native speaker, a native English speaker, a native American English speaker, It's going to be tough. And I don't think it's possible, not even for the second generation immigrant. Maybe for the third generation. Fourth generation, absolutely. Absolutely. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I think, don't you agree? Now, I lived in Korea for a long time, and there were a couple of very famous American guys, and there was a French woman. And these, I'm thinking of two guys, one guy from Germany, one guy from America, and one woman from France. They immigrated to Korea. And their Korean language skills were excellent. Everybody said, "Oh my God, you are Korean." But I'm sure a Korean person would absolutely agree that, yes, they're Korean, but they're not really Korean. Yeah, their language skills, their cultural knowledge, the way they do things, the way they think, it's a little bit different. Even though their language skills were excellent, sometimes there was one guy whose Korean language skill was better than many Korean people because he studied so hard. But still, it's hard to say that he was a native speaker. Now, those people were all adults. They're children. Would their children be native Korean students or native Korean speakers? Well, about pronunciation, yeah, definitely. But about culture, not yet. I don't think they'll be truly Korean until maybe the third generation. Now, once again, that's just my opinion. So, can you be a native speaker? Pronunciation-wise, it's possible. But that's it. Sorry. But I'll help you. I'll help you as much as I can get to that stage. Our next question is from Illogic Math. Please explain the difference between the pronunciation of C-U-T and C-A-T. Oh boy. Yeah, this was on one of my videos in YouTube. And this question, to a native English speaker, seems funny because the pronunciation is so different. So, Illogic Math, you really, for this one, for vowel sounds, keep watching my vowel sound videos on Coach Shane's ESL. Okay? But listen it. C-U-T sounds like this. Cut, cut, cut. C-A-T sounds like this. Cat, cat, cat. Okay? So I'm sure if you're listening, when I say it, those sounds sound different, right? I hope they sound very different. So if these sounds do not sound different to you, oh boy, then it's going to be really difficult to learn. Listen again. Cut, cut, cut. Cat, cat, cat. Do they sound different? Yes? Then it's possible to learn the difference. But it's really tough to teach pronunciation of vowel sounds in a podcast. So I want you to watch those videos on Coach Shane's ESL. That's my YouTube channel. I have many YouTube channels, but www.youtube.com, Coach Shane's ESL. Just search for vowel, and you'll see many. And practice. If you can, join my DDM live classes. If you join DDM live, every 2 weeks you get a live class with me, and I can give you personal coaching. That's probably the best way. Unless you can find another American or native English-speaking person in your country to help you. Of course, personal coaching is the best, especially with vowel sounds. They're tough. Our next question comes from Long Min. Good morning, Coach Shane. I'm here with you today. How are you? I am fine, and thank you for asking. Can you explain the difference between living room and family room? What a great question. I love this question. So in America, if you buy a house or if you go visit somebody's house, of course you have the kitchen and the bedrooms. You might have a dining room and a living room, and you might have a family room. So I think everybody understands a living room. Usually in the living room, you will have a sofa and a big chair. There might be a little table, a coffee table. You might have a television. You might have a fireplace. This is a typical living room in America. Now, if the house is bigger, you might have a living room and a family room. And basically, a family room is just a smaller living room. However, the living room is usually for quiet time, reading a book. It might be for a party for the adults. Mom and dad have a party and guests come over and they have their drinks. The family room is usually smaller. It's usually a little bit cozy, and maybe there's an audio system, maybe the Nintendo game system and the television and all the DVDs are there. This is where the children might be watching TV. So mom and dad might spend their time in the living room reading, talking, discussing. And the children are in the family room playing games and watching sports and playing whatever. That's the idea. So that's basically the difference. The living room is, if a house has a living room and a family room, the living room is usually bigger, very nice furniture, very clean, very bright, very nice, good for reading. And the family room is usually smaller and cozy. It's nice and warm, and that's where you can have fun. You got it? Thanks for that question. I love that question. Our next question comes from Adrian FG. Good evening, teacher. My question would be, what is the difference between the words W-E-R-E and W-H-E-R-E? And he means pronunciation. Yes, Adrian, great question. W-E-R-E, the American pronunciation, were. W-H-E-R-E, the American pronunciation, where. Okay, so a big difference, right? So a great question is, where were you? Hey, I called you yesterday, but you were not at home. Where were you? Where were you? Where, W-H-E-R-E, were, W-E-R-E. Where were you? So, W-H-E-R-E, where, sounds the same as W-A-R-E and W-E-A-R. Wear a jacket. You have nice silverware. Where are you? The spellings are all different, but they sound the same. Those are homonyms. Were, W-E-R-E. We have the word we are. We are, when we contract it, we're. However, many Americans, when they say we are, we're, when they say it quickly, they say we're. We're leaving. We are leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. And when we say it fast, we're leaving, it sounds the same as W-E-R-E. So you have to listen to the sentence, listen to the context to understand the difference. I hope that helps you, Adrian. Thanks for the question. And we do have a shout out today. This is from Ingrid A. Excellent. Thank you, Coach. By the way, I'm not French. I'm from Costa Rica. So I must have answered this person and assumed that they were French, and I apologize. This is Ingrid A. again. I really like the way you teach English. I love your podcasts. I've downloaded the app and I listen to it while I'm driving in my car. Thank you so much. Well, Ingrid, I want to say I believe you are the first person listening from Costa Rica. So thank you so much. I sincerely love to hear from people all around the world, and that you listen to my podcasts while driving in your car makes me super happy. So thank you and welcome to the family. That brings us to the end of another podcast, another Let's Master English podcast. Thank you again, everybody, for listening, downloading. I hope that you enjoyed the podcast, and I hope that you learned something. Now, I want to tell you about two things. The first thing is my book club podcast. Now, last week, I did not upload a book club podcast, and I have a reason, a very good reason. For the first time in such a long time, I took a very short vacation. I went to the mountains, and on my Facebook page, I uploaded a few pictures to share with you. Just go to www.facebook.com/ESL Coach Shane. Now, right now, there are only 2 pictures, but I promise I will upload more. They're pretty nice pictures. It was actually an exhausting trip because I drove for, 1,600 miles. So 1,600 miles, I don't know, that's a lot of kilometers. And I did that in a couple of days. So physically it was exhausting, but mentally, emotionally, it was a fantastic vacation. So anyway, like I said, physically exhausting, so I was tired. So we have one more podcast for our current book, and that book is The Rosie Project. And this week, I will give you that podcast. It's a good book. This book was recommended by Bill Gates. Everybody seems to love Bill Gates. Personally, do I like the book? It's okay. It's definitely, I believe, going to be a Hollywood movie. It just seems perfect for a Hollywood movie. If you like romantic comedies, especially Hollywood style, you will like this book. Now, if you are not a member of the book club, well, yes, you are. Anybody can be. It's free. We do have a method, though. Our next book is going to be the very famous Alchemist, The Alchemist. And that's a book by Paulo Coelho, Paulo Coelho. And what we do in the book club, I want students to listen to the book. So you need the audio book. And we have a sponsor, Amazon. Yes, the big famous Amazon company is our sponsor. I'm very happy. And you can get this book for free. www.audibletrial.com/LME. One more time, www.audibletrial.com/LME. Let's Master English. So if you go here and you sign up, you get the book for free. It's really, really cool. Now, many of you are already members. So you need this book for next month. Now, the regular price for the book is $19.93. But if you're a member, every month, Amazon charges you $14.95. So if you pay that amount, you can get this book. You don't have to pay the extra money. So that's why the membership is really useful. And I encourage you, if you like the idea of audible books, of audio books, this is the way to do it. Now, like I said, they are a sponsor. So when you sign up, I do get a little bonus. And just one time. It's not big, but hey, everything helps. So our next book, once again, will be The Alchemist. The audiobook is 4 hours long, which means each week I'll want you to listen to 1 hour. That should be easy. If you can invest 20 minutes a day, then you can listen to this book twice, easily in a month. Okay? So The Alchemist, a fable about following your dream. Once again, the author is Paulo Coelho, and it's narrated by Jeremy Irons. All right? It's a fantastic book, very famous book. Probably many of you may have read the book, but have you listened to the book? Well, now is your chance. So if you sign up, you can get it for free, www.audibletrial.com/LME. And if you are already a member, make sure that you download this book as your next book and be happy because you're saving $5. That's always cool. Saving money is great. So that's our book club. Now, if you have the written book, that's fine. You can join the book club and follow us by reading the book. Me, I have both. I have the audiobook and the written book, and I use both when I make my podcasts. I definitely use both. So having both is great. All right, the next announcement is about sponsoring the show. Once again, every week I get several letters saying, "Oh, Shane, I really enjoy the podcast. Thank you very much, but I don't have time to join your classes. DDM sounds great, and one day I will join it, but I'm too busy. Your new speaking class, Perf, sounds wonderful, but I'm just too busy. But I am able to listen to your podcasts, and I would like to support you." Believe me, I need the support. As I hope all of you know, this is my job, helping you with your English, doing my best to help you master this very difficult English language is my job. And I take it seriously, and I need your support. And you can. And all it takes is 25 cents for one podcast. $1 a month helps me so much. And if you have more money, $2 a month, awesome. $10 a month, super, whatever. Just go here, www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. Once again, www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. COACHSHANE. And you sign up and you choose an amount. So you can choose like $1. And what they will do is at the beginning of every month, they will charge you $1. And that basically, if they charge you $1, about 70 cents goes to me. They have their fees and everything like that. But anyway, 70 cents, and that's awesome. And I use, so what do I do with that 70 cents? 70 cents is nothing. Well, it helps me pay my internet bills and my rent and my electricity and my computers and everything. And seriously, everything. And I need all the help that I can get. And the more help I get, the more I can bring to you guys. My dream, to be honest, and hey, I'm honest with you guys. This is a business, and if I could make a lot of money, that would be awesome. But I guarantee, the more money I make, the more I will make available to you, and the cheaper. And eventually, if it's possible, I want to make all my lessons free to everybody. But that requires a lot of sponsors because, trust me, the expenses are actually great. There's a lot of investment in this type of business, but the students who sign up for my classes, they really do like them, and they do see benefits, and I would love to help everybody. And it takes your help. So think about that. If I had, 10,000 people donating $1 a month, that would be so awesome. If I had that, I think I could offer my classes for free. What do you think? Yeah, I think I could do that. I really do. Anyway, we're not there. We got a long ways to go. But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. And I do need your help. And I appreciate it. www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. And that's it. Enough chit chat. Let me close this podcast. You guys have a fantastic week. And together, let's master English.